Hello and welcome to How to Helen, where you learn something different every day. In this episode, we will try to fix a check engine light with a check engine code P0455 evaporative emission system leak on this 2002 Volkswagen Passat with a 1.8-liter turbo engine. So we already checked the gas cap if it's tight, and it is tight, it is sealing right. So now we're gonna move to the Evap solenoid purge valve, or also known as N80. It is a common serviceable parts for this vehicle. But before we replace it, let's see if we can try and just clean it first. Maybe it is just stuck open. For the 1.8-liter turbo Passat, the solenoid valve or purge valve is underneath this plastic cover on the passenger side. So start by taking off this plastic cover by pulling it straight upward. And here you can see the purge valve or evap valve. The two hoses that are going to the purge valve are held up by one-time use clamps. So we're going to use some pick tool to try to unclamp the crimps on the one-time use clamps first and see if we can reuse them. So just uncrimp it with your pick tools. We are doing this so we can hopefully save some money for the owner of this vehicle. And if we can salvage this, we're just going to use regular hose clamps. Okay, trying to uncrimp the hose clamp actually took off the hose by accident. So we'll continue from there. Pull out the evap valve from the base where it is seated. So just take it out from this tab. There you go. Now with this loose, we can actually pull out the other hose. Next is the wire connector. This is one of the weird Volkswagen connectors where you have to pull the metal plates outward so you can take it off. Then now we can pull the connector out of the solenoid valve. We're gonna try to clean this first. So for my personal choice, I would recommend to use mass airflow sensor spray because it would disintegrate any dirt and debris inside the valve. But because I can't find my mass airflow sensor spray, I'm gonna use brake cleaner instead. And worst case, if this doesn't work, we're just gonna completely replace the valve anyway. But we'll see what happens because who knows? Then at the same time, we're gonna knock it a bit to loosen all the dirt and debris inside. All right, so we're gonna let it dry, then reinstall it and drive around in a few minutes.
2 hours later.
Okay, now let's reinstall the purge valve. Make sure the connector's on the left side, and this is on the right side. So start by sliding in the hose on the purge valve. Okay, then put the connector on, and don't forget to put the weird metal retaining clip. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, so put in the retaining clip first, then connect the connectors. There you go. Makes sense. Now I'm gonna position the one-time crimp tool so it would be easier for me to put it in later. Make sure you reclamp it, which actually it's still tight. All right, make sure the connector is connected well. Everything's tight. And now put back the cover. Okay, so now we're gonna reset the codes. Okay, check engine light is off. We'll see if it comes back.
2 weeks later.
So after 2 weeks, unfortunately, our check engine code is back with the same check engine codes P0455. So we're gonna replace the solenoid valve, which is this one. And make sure when you purchase a new one, it is authentic and high quality. Don't get the cheap one. The cheap ones tend to last shorter and you don't know what quality they were built with. And here's the new one. It is 100% genuine Bosch. So let's put this new one in. So same as last time, take out the plastic cover here on the passenger side, just pull it straight up. Then here's our purge valve. So first thing we need to do is take out the hose crimp. I did order new ones, but it didn't get here yet, but we need to get this working so that the owner of this vehicle doesn't get worried. Okay, don't forget to take out the connector for the wire. So just pull on one side like the last time, and it should take out the whole metal clip. And once it's out, you can just pull off the wire harness. So here's the side-by-side comparison of the two. Uh-oh, it's the wrong one. It's the wrong one. Houston, we got a problem. Thank goodness I bought this from FCP Euro, so I can return it. Okay, FCP, look, it's the wrong one. So here's something interesting. This is the purge valve that came with the car. This is the one that we got from FCP Euro that is supposed to be for this car. And as you saw earlier, the connector doesn't match the one for the original one for the car and the new one from FCP Euro. So I was ready to pack up. Then I realized on the other end, it's actually an adapter. So I pulled this off by pressing this locking tab. And this one fits for the new one. So I guess someone put this adapter for the new one then. I don't know which one is which, but this will fit. So let's put this on. There you go. Make sure it locks in place. Then put in the hoses. And like I said, I'm gonna replace this once the new ones come in. And I guess the new one doesn't really have anything to slide in this slot to keep it in place, unless this is removable. Oh, all right, this is removable, so I'm gonna put this in later. I don't want to waste more of your time. But you know what? Oh, okay. So you can actually just pull this off. Huh. All right. Well, you get the picture. So put this in, then slide it in the retaining clip. Okay, I slid in the purge valve inside the rubber sleeve, so it's hanging in place, and slid the hose in also. And like I said, I'm gonna replace the hose clamps once the new ones come in, but for now we'll use them again. And put in the plastic cover to protect it from rain. for water. Okay, with the codes erased, the engine light turned off, and we're gonna advise the owner of this vehicle to drive around and see if the check engine light comes back. So that is how to diagnose, try to fix, and replace the purge solenoid valve on this 2002 Volkswagen Passat. This has been another episode of How to Helen. My name's RJeff, and thank you for watching.